Well, hello then, I do hope you're all well. Now, is this the best speech and breathtaking best takedown of the day? I'm on about, well, Shadow Secretary of State for Climate Change and Net Zero Ed Miliband asked our 19th century Business Secretary Jacob Rees-Mogg to basically say how wonderful fracking is going to be for those who will be having it done at the bottom of their street. Well, after he'd blathered on about it, oh, it's going to be wonderful and fantastic and everybody's going to be having cheaper fuel for everyone, our Ed Miliband went to town on him, and enjoy.
Mr. Speaker, this is obviously a case of the dog ate my homework, and it's hardly surprising. Let's start by taking his excuse for lifting the fracking ban, Mr. Speaker, that it will make a difference to the energy bills crisis. It won't, because gas is sold on the international market. The current Chancellor said so in February of this year, and I quote, "No amount of shale gas would be enough to lower the European price of gas." Even, Mr. Speaker, the founder of Quadrilla said the Secretary of State is wrong in an article published yesterday. So first, why doesn't he admit the truth? That anyone who knows anything about this subject says his claim that fracking will cut bills is nonsense. Next, let's come to safety. The 2019 manifesto, on which he and every member of the party opposite stood, said this, Mr. Speaker, "We will not support fracking unless the science shows categorically that it can be done safely." They are lifting the ban, but they can't supply the evidence. And the British Geological Survey published today certainly doesn't do it. So, in the absence of the evidence, his approach is to change the safety limits. He says in his written statement laid before this House, tolerating a higher degree of risk and disturbance appears to us to be in the national interest. I look forward to him and his colleagues explaining his charter for earthquakes to the people of Lancashire, Yorkshire, the Midlands, Sussex, Dorset and indeed Somerset, who will be part of his dangerous experiment. Let me tell the party opposite, we will hang this broken promise round their necks in every part of the country between now and the next general election. The Conservative manifesto also said, having listened to local communities, we have ruled out changes to the planning system. Does he stand by that promise? And how will he abide by the Prime Minister's commitment to local consent? The truth is, he doesn't get this, that you can't escape a fossil fuels crisis by doubling down on fossil fuels. Renewables are today 9 times cheaper than gas. The only way to cut energy bills and have energy security is with zero-carbon homegrown power, including onshore wind and solar, which his wing of the Conservative Party hates and he continues to block. For communities in every part of our country, today shows they can never trust a word this government says again. And he has shown he is willing to break his promises to support dangerous fringe ideas that put the interests of fossil fuel companies above that of the British people.
Now, wasn't that delicious? If only Ed Miliband could have eaten a butty properly, yeah? Only kidding, but all the haunted wardrobe was left with was insults and name-calling and just sounded downright arrogant. I've saved you from hearing this oath because I know some of you cannot stand the sight of him, let alone hearing the cretin's voice at the same time. I'll be saving those for a couple of videos, and they are just as delicious. Absolutely top class. Right, I shall leave the video here, and until the next time I shall bid you farewell and take care.